Okay, hello my friends and welcome back to Move with Jasmine. For those of you that I haven't had the opportunity of connecting with yet, hello, my name is Jasmine and today I'm going to be taking you through a yoga flow for low back pain. So before we dive in, just a friendly reminder, I am merely your guide throughout this practice. So if anything does not feel right for your body and your specific ailment or pain, please be sure to modify, take breaks as you need. And with that, we'll get started right away, standing at the backs of our mats. So finding a position with the feet about hip-width distance apart. On the inhale, reach those arms up nice and high. On the exhale, release the arms by the sides, and then like a rag doll, bring the chin in towards the chest and roll down one vertebrae at a time. Gentle bend in the knees, allowing the spine to slowly fall down to a forward fold. Take a breath in. And on the exhale, slowly roll all the way back to the top, stacking the spine, vertebra by vertebra. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up at the top. Exhale, release the arms by the sides. We repeat once more. Exhale as you lower down. Take a breath in at the bottom. And exhale, slowly roll up, keeping that gentle bend in the knees, chin to chest. Take your time here. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, we'll fold forward once again, rolling down one vertebra at a time. Get at the bottom, cross the arms, let the head hang heavy, maybe gently sway from side to side. Feel that release in the low back, once again modifying and listening to your body if something doesn't feel right. And then slowly releasing the hands down towards the floor and walking the hands forward, finding a high plank position. Strong core, head, hips, and heels in one straight line. And right away, we'll bend down through the knees, finding a tabletop position. Just taking a couple rounds of cat-cow here. Inhale as you arch through the back, gaze towards the sky. Exhale as you round through the spine, gaze towards the belly. If the back is really sensitive, you can modify by just tweaking that range of motion, making it a little bit more gentle and subtle. And if the back is feeling good, feel free to try and dramatize this cat-cow a little bit with a greater range of motion. You'll notice that we're starting off with quite a bit of spinal mobility here, just waking up all of those little muscles in the back and trying to loosen them up. Good. On the next inhale, find neutral tabletop position. And then right away, we will come into a cross-legged position on our mats. Find about the center of your mat and recline back onto the back. Good. From here, take a moment to hug the knees up towards the chest, grabbing hold of opposite wrists if that's accessible to you, or just holding on to the shins. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Feel the groundingness of the ground, of the earth against your back. And then if it feels good, you can gently rock from side to side, just giving the low back a bit of a massage, some tender love and care. You don't have to hug in those knees so tightly. If the back is really sensitive, you can always just keep a very light grip. Maybe just hands on knees, very, very softly. Maybe you experiment if it feels okay with leaning a little bit further towards each side, taking this sway a little bit deeper. Good. Slowly begin to find stillness in center. And then taking the hands very lightly on the knees. If it feels okay, you can begin creating some circles with the hands on the knees, just giving the back a nice massage, a little bit different than the first one, just creating some small circles. And then maybe experiment with synchronizing the breath with the movement. Inhale for the top half of your circle. And exhale for the bottom half, slowing it down. And then inviting you to take that rotation in the opposite direction. Inhale for the top half of your circle. Exhale for the bottom half. Maybe feeling relief as the spine decompresses. I know for me, I had a couple of little baby cracks here and there. Feels really good, very relieving. Just tuning into any sensations in the body. Good. Slowly make your way, finding stillness in center. And then right away, we'll cactus those arms. Bring the legs to a 90-degree angle. And only if it feels okay for the low back, you can experiment with swaying a little bit deeper from side to side for a bit of a spinal twist, keeping it dynamic. So coming back through to center on the inhale, exhale to one side. Inhale back through to center, exhale to the opposite side. Good. Inhale coming through, exhale dropping down. You're welcome to take a pause if there's any specific side that really feels relieving for you, or just keep it dynamic. I also welcome you to play around with tempo and pace. Maybe making this motion a little bit faster if the back is feeling okay, or maybe making it a little bit slower if that's what your body is calling for. We're here for 3. And 2, and 1. Find stillness in center. Bring that right knee in towards the chest. Take that left leg nice and long. You're welcome to stay still and steady here, or even bring that nose up towards the knee if it's okay for the head and the neck. And then slowly lower back down. Good. Switching the legs, left knee in towards the chest, right leg comes long. And once again, maybe you inhale, squeeze nose and knee together for 3, and 2, and 1. Slowly soften back down. Good. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat, knees are high, and then cross the right leg over top of the left, finding a figure 4 stretch. Keep the low back imprinted on the mat. This might be more than enough for you, or if you wish for a deeper variation, you're welcome to thread the arms through, grabbing hold of that left shin or the back of the left thigh. Stretching out some of the surrounding muscles that could be troublesome and causing some low back pain. So it's important to think about the body as more of a collective unit than muscles in isolation. So back pain can often be attributed to tightness in other areas of the body, or even a compensation of sorts. So bringing a little bit of love to some of the surrounding areas will be very key to healing and recovery. You're welcome to stay still and steady in this figure 4, or gently sway from left to right. Trying to keep the shoulders away from the ears, pulling down towards the mat for a deeper stretch if it's okay for the back. And then slowly find stillness in center. Release that left leg down and switch sides. So left leg crosses over top of right, and we thread the arms through. Once again, finding that figure 4 stretch. And as always, you can stay still and steady, modify as needed, or even take it up a notch by just slightly swaying from side to side. Playing the role of the detective here, noticing maybe if one side is a little bit tighter than the other. Just taking note here, noticing any imbalances. Just observing, not judging, focusing on healing in this moment. Good. On the next inhale, find stillness in center, and then slowly soften the legs down. So for this next part here, it's really important you tune into where you're at today. Hug the knees in towards the chest, and only if it feels okay, begin rocking along the length of the spine. This might feel good, maybe it does not. Really important that you listen to your body. And then when you're ready to do so, you can cross the legs and make your way through into a tabletop position. Wrists are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. We're coming into our final few stretches here. On the inhale, squeeze that right knee in towards the chest and step it through in between the palms. Good. From here, take the right hand, place it on the inside of that right thigh, or right leg rather, and then slowly heel toe that right foot out a little bit further towards the right side. So you're coming into a bit of a wider stance than usual. You can even turn the right toes slightly out towards the right side. From here, tuck those back toes under, and then just inch that knee back if it's okay for the hip flexor. So you might be wondering, Jasmine, what are we doing here? This is not my back, this is my hip flexor. The reason we're here is because we're stretching out the psoas muscle, which is a very common culprit of back pain. So really focusing and targeting those associated muscle groups that could be troublesome. You can stay here rather still and steady, or maybe experiment with swaying ever so slightly from side to side, noticing how that feels. Calm and steady breathing, recognizing that the breath can bring a lot of healing into the body. Relaxed face, relaxed jaw, and then slowly find stillness in center. From here, heel toe that right foot back to the middle, and then find a comfortable way to extend through that right leg and do a gentle counter stretch for the hamstring. You're welcome to bend through that leg as much as necessary, or if you're feeling really good, you can even flex through that right foot and see how that feels in the body. Good. On the inhale, maybe try and lengthen through the spine, and exhale, try and hinge through the hips a little bit deeper. Good. On the next inhale, slowly bend through that front right leg and find a comfortable way to come out. I recommend tucking those back toes under and then slowly stepping that right foot back, finding a high plank. From here, you can drop the knees down, and we repeat the same thing on the opposite side. Step that left foot through in between the palms. Left hand comes on the inside of that left leg. Heel toe the left foot out a wee bit and inch that back knee back. Left toes can face out, and feel that deep stretch in the psoas muscle. Chest is tall, proud, and open if you can. Gaze is soft, face is relaxed, breath is smooth. Smooth, calm, steady breathing. Maybe you can experiment with bringing that knee just a wee bit further back. Notice how that feels. That stretch in the right hip flexor, the psoas. And then tuck those back toes under, bring that right knee maybe a little bit closer back in, and then heel toe that left foot back through to center. From here, extend through that left leg, take a counter stretch for the hamstring. I recommend synchronizing breath and movement. Inhale as you lengthen through the spine. Exhale as you fold forward a little bit deeper. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, come forward. Find your hands framing that front bent left knee, and then step the left foot back in whatever way works best for you, returning to tabletop position. Taking one more round of cat-cow. Inhale as you arch through the back. Exhale as you round through the spine. One more. Inhale. Good. Inhale, find neutral back, neutral spine, and then cross the legs and find a comfortable seated position on your mat. Just one more Little stretch here. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, take a twist gently to the right. Right arm comes behind you like a kickstand. Left hand to take you further into the twist, just resting on that right knee. Take a breath in as you lengthen through the spine. And a breath out as you relax the shoulders and gaze towards the back of the room or space. Inhale, come back through to center, reach those arms up. Exhale, soft twist to the opposite side. Good, left arm is behind you, right hand on that left knee, shoulders away from the ears, neck long, spine tall. Maybe imagine a string pulling you from the crown of the head, encouraging you to sit up even taller. And then slowly make your way back through to center. Reach the arms up to reset and recenter. And exhale, bring prayer hands through to heart center. Good. So with that, my friends, we are at the end of our yoga practice for lower back pain. I hope that this practice brought you a little bit of relief or even potentially some clarity on where the tightness lies in your body. And with that, if you enjoyed this video, please leave me a comment below. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Ciao for now, my friends.